banner yet wave.
And these teams have been prepping for this season tip-off game for months, Graham.
Oh, and for the players, the main feeling on opening night is relief. You know, BA, all that hard work during the offseason and preseason is finally over. And now it's time to have some fun.
Here are the five for Philadelphia. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Joel Embiid is out there with Trendon Watford. And it's George in at the three.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Six on the shot clock. Philadelphia grabs the miss. They've traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks and came away with the win.
The last time they faced this team, they were very aggressive, found numerous ways to get themselves to the line.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. We talked about the strategy tonight, particularly against Joel Embiid. He said, quote, "I told my guys to get as physical as they want," adding, "He's not a guy you can guard gently. He demands that you get aggressive." Hopefully that assertive defense gets Coach the results he's looking for. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And there's the drive. Up and in on the layup. Maxey's got 6.
Ooh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Pass to Turner. Launches it. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Watford outside. Maxey on the wing. Back to Watford. Oh, it's stolen away. And here is Green. Outside Porter. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
And shots like this help Porter Jr. get into a rhythm. Connecting off the catch only helps his confidence.
Here's George. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, the Sixers are one of the more high-variance teams in the league. With their star veterans in PG and Embiid fully healthy, they have a chance to win the East. Without, they'll need to lean heavily on their promising young players.
They are plenty talented. Thank you, Shams. Here's George. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo with it. Guarded now by George. Turner for 3. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
With the drive, and he dunks it down.
Edgecombe's ability to run and jump are well known. This is what drew a lot of eyes to this young man.
Rollins passes to Green. Picked his pocket. Here's Edgecombe. He's guarded by Porter. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, and leaving no doubt. Edgecombe just flies to the rim.
The Bucks trail by 5. Porter with it. Last game with 30. Five to shoot. Pass to Green for 3. And again, it's the Bucks missing. And so George will bring it up for Philadelphia. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good positioning.
Antetokounmpo with it. He's against Watford. Antetokounmpo, right side. And here's Turner from the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. Turner's got 6.
A legitimate threat from downtown. The defense can't afford to let Turner feel comfortable firing away.
Oh, it's blocked by Green. Rollins. Now here's Turner. And Watford pulls it down. Now George, coming off a 16-point game against Atlanta.
Well, and the amount of turnovers he forced as well. Very aggressive on the defensive end.
Yeah, really nice feel from George, making the correct decision in a two-man game.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
Another thing that's gone well for them is the mid-range jumper. It's been falling with ease so far.
Now here's George. To the wing on the left. To the middle. Porter with the steal. On the wing, Green. George defending. Fires the three. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Philadelphia leading by 7. Maxey passes to George. And the jam by George.
And so often, he's the ball handler in screen and roll, but on that play, George sets a great pick and finishes with confidence.
And then Turner with the dunk.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. George outside. To the inside. Maxey. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. And that's now 8 points for Tyrese Maxey. Milwaukee has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Outside, Green. Counted from distance.
What a pass right there by Adetokounmpo. Great to see a leader like him involve his teammates.
Maxey surveying the D. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Outside Porter. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, it's stolen. Here's Maxey. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Now Porter. Back to Antetokounmpo. Down low. Oh, deflected. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it. All right, let's use this time to check out the teams with the most steals last year. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
6 to shoot. Back to Porter. The 3 is up. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
Yeah, incredible range. Porter Jr. can cash you in from distance. He certainly did there.
Here's Maxey. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Now here's Porter. He's got 5. Inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Trendon Watford. Kyle Kuzma, he's checked in for the Bucks. Anthony comes in for Rollins.
The presence Giannis has on the floor is incredible. He's must-see TV.
And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and of course, controlling the boards.
Well, that's a smart play, taking advantage of the mismatch in close.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
And the 76ers with some changes. Andre Drummond is checked in for Joel Embiid. Bona comes in for Watford, and McCain subbed in for Maxey. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Kuzma. Off target with the three. Philadelphia leading by 8. Here's Edgecombe. To the inside. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Oh, it's hard to contain Edgecombe. And that opens things up in the pick and roll.
Anthony against McCain. Now here's Anthony. Still without a bucket. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by McCain. Here's Antetokounmpo. 26 points for him last game against the Wizards in Washington. Just 2 to shoot. Kuzma for 3.
And you see that in building their lead, they've done an impressive job on the defensive glass.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo is unlocking a new aspect of his game. He said, quote, "I never initiate my offense from the high post, but Doc told me that you can be very effective there. It's hard for people to show a crowd, and you're one step closer to the basket. I plan to stay there for the rest of my career." Brian, back over to you.
A new wrinkle. Okay, Allie, good stuff. Now here's George. Here's Edgecombe. To the middle. Here's Drummond. Soft touch off the glass.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
1:19 left to play in the first quarter. McCain against Anthony. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
Yeah, Anthony displaying his versatility as a shooter in the mid-range.
Here's Edgecombe. Turner covers. Pass to Edgecombe. Here's Drummond. 5 on the clock. And here's George. 6 points for him. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And some changes here for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Turner. Trent comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Prince is subbed in for Green. Pass to Kuzma. There's the triple. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
Yeah, and this is the shot Kuzma wanted. He's put in the work to be consistent from the corners.
McCain against Anthony. Back to McCain. And here's George. There's a screen. Pulls up at the elbow. Good work there as it goes. George has got 8 points.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Pass to Portis. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, it's good to have a...
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. More 2K action in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
So, on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. Paul George out there with Maxey. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Andre Drummond. And it's Bona in at the center position. The Sixers lead by 8. Maxey with it. Up top, Edwards. Philadelphia moving it around. George in the post, guarded by Trent. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
Yeah, it's definitely a momentum shifter, but it's time to refocus, make smart decisions, and start fighting their way back.
Maxey against Anthony. George outside. That three's off the mark. Bucks trail by 8. Pass to Portis. Kuzma outside. And a miss there on the triple. Kuzma's got 1 3-pointer tonight so far in 4 tries. Drummond to screen on Trent. George with it, and it's Kuzma picking him up. And the jam by Drummond.
So much force. Easy money for Drummond.
And it's Anthony with the ball for Milwaukee. They host the Pistons after this one. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. Trent outside. Portis with a screen on Edwards. Trent, the pass to Kuzma. 3-pointer, Anthony. Rebound by Philadelphia. They've led by as many as 14. Trent with a double. Here's Bona. Edwards looking it over. Again, Philadelphia.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look for him.
Milwaukee making some changes. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Trent. Porter Jr. comes in for Prince. And it's Rollins in for Anthony. Philadelphia also making some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Bona. Edgecombe comes in for George. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Maxey. Antetokounmpo against Drummond. That one's good for 2. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
He's got the size of a center and the skills of a guard. Giannis is incredible.
Lowry outside. He takes it in. Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
Well, I think Lowry's probably run a pick and roll 1,000,000 times. Few better operating the 2-man game.
Here's the pick. And here's Porter outside. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 4 rebounds in the game. Drummond to screen on Portis. Lowry outside. Here's Drummond. Antetokounmpo with the block.
What timing from Giannis on that block attempt. Makes his move right on cue to deny the rim attack.
From behind the arc, it's Kuzma with the miss.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Screen by Embiid. Here's Edgecombe. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Pass to Kuzma. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by the Sixers.
You hate to pile on, but his poor shooting night has really hurt the team. Wow, VJ Edgecombe. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot of these highlight reel plays over his career.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. Antetokounmpo surveys to the paint. Rebound by Philadelphia. Drummond's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Down low. Portis with the steal. In transition. Here come the Bucks. Here's Kuzma. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Kuzma's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Good fundamental basketball from Kuz there. He works hard to find those shots and support his team.
Lowry to pass to Edwards. Screen by Embiid. From downtown. Edwards can't hit. Portis with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Outside Porter. Back to Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
Nice slam. You can expect this to happen when you allow Portis to get strong positioning inside.
And when it comes to rebounding, on a per-minute basis, Bobby Portis is one of the best, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, he takes pride in that part of the game. Really active, aggressive. The team feeds off his energy.
Embiid with a steal. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. It's tipped. And here comes the break. Giannis end to end.
Well, when it comes to getting the ball in the open floor, no one is more dangerous than Giannis.
Here's Edgecombe. He's guarded by Porter.
Whoa!
Oh, sweet move. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Pulls it to the middle. Here's Edgecombe. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Edgecombe's got 12.
Dare I say he's had a perfect game. Incredible. No misses thus far. A major reason they lead.
Portis with a screen on Drummond. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And players these days with great ball handling, but occasionally getting away with a carry at times.
Oh, you know, B.A., the old discontinued dribble. I mean, this might be where tracking cameras could start to help because that's such a tough call for an official to assess in the moment.
Catching up on the changes for Milwaukee. Turner, he's checked in for Portis, and Green is subbed in for Kuzma. Inside, here's Lowry, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Lowry's gotten his first bucket of the night. Pass to Rollins, and he lobs it up. Tries to keep it alive. Antetokounmpo outside. From outside, off the mark. Philadelphia leading by 15. They set the pick. Embiid passes to Lowry. Outside Porter. Over Edgecombe. Porter's shot is off.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Embiid, high post. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. And the shot's good.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Pass to Green. Outside Porter. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Antetokounmpo inside. Drummond's there. And here's Turner from the arc. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 5 assists in the game. To the inside. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. For the finish. Break with a monster slam.
Creating transition opportunities. Giannis gets the steal and turns defense into offense.
Here's Edgecombe. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Rollins. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Rollins has got his second basket on the night.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Pass to Edwards. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the 76ers lead by 14. Now here's Porter. Defense right on him. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh! Giannis powers it down with force.
Wow, Giannis. That is ridiculous.
Now Lowry. And he drives in. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Antetokounmpo outside. And here's Porter outside. Rebound by the 76ers. Drummond's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. To the middle. And Edwards the bucket on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists tonight.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Bucks trail by 16. Here's Rollins. 14 points for him last game against Washington.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
And a new group getting ready for the Sixers. Bonus checked in for Joel Embiid. Watford comes in for Drummond. Grimes, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Maxey in for Lowry.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Pass to Edgecombe. Porter against Maxey. Shot from the wing. The rebound by Turner.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Milwaukee shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good, and Philadelphia making a change here. George is checked in, so he gets them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Now here's Maxey. 16 points for him. Antetokounmpo outside.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight.
Yeah, his problems at the foul line had an effect the last time they took the court.
Second free throw, no good.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
With 4 on the clock. Can't hit that one.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers earning this break in the action, up 10. They're key to... All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Get ready for the half-court shot.
Thanks. Kenny, how are they doing it?
Well, for one, they're getting easy points.
Yeah, it's like me posting up Kenny.
You're not scoring on me, Shaq. Not today, Shaq. Maybe back in the day.
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Philadelphia 76ers. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Without question, Tyrese Maxey displaying all his skills today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then there's A.J. Green. And it's Rollins in at the point. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. And here is Maxey. Outside Grimes. Beyond the arc. Hits the trifecta. And the 76ers lead by 10.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, "We still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something." Back to you guys.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, thanks a lot.
The physicality of George. His coaches and teammates encourage him to attack and draw contact.
In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
George sets a screen. Maxey passes to George. And he comes up with a bucket.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Philadelphia shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. That's good from George.
You're not going to find many better two-way players than George. He gets after it at both ends every night.
Rollins. The Bucks rebound. And here's Porter outside. Here's Turner. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
George's athleticism has always been a strength. Not many guys can pull off that dunk.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Antetokounmpo outside. Too much Giannis down low.
Well, that's the touch of Giannis. We've seen it improve so much over his career.
George sets a screen to the inside. And the jam by George.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. Here's Rollins. He has 6. Antetokounmpo can't connect. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on a 12-4 run. George, a screen on Turner. Maxey passes to George.
Showing some power. They've settled into this game. You can see the offense is on fire.
Yeah, and that is key for them. Continuing to build out this lead.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Porter. Pass to Turner. It's deflected. And that'll be Milwaukee's ball as it goes out of bounds. Bucks able to keep the possession. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. 4 on the clock. Again, Antetokounmpo missing. The Sixers lead by 17. Outside Maxey. Finish with a one-handed jam.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Antetokounmpo outside. Rollins passes to Antetokounmpo. There's a screen by Turner. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
Well, look, defensively, you don't have a lot of options when Giannis has the ball in that spot.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Well, Stan, now that we've had the coaches' challenges for a few seasons now, what do you think about it?
Well, B.A., I'm probably in the minority. I don't really like them. I think they slow down the flow of the game. And look, across all sports, mistakes are part of the game. Players' mistakes, coaches' mistakes, and referees' mistakes. Let's just live with them and keep the game moving.
On the take. Look at the long strides of Giannis on the drive. Man.
One of the most dominant scorers in the game today. Antetokounmpo takes pride in putting the offense on his shoulder.
Down low. Here's George. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Well, the mid-range has been open for them, so you've got to take what the defense gives, and that's been a great attack in this situation.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
Pass to Turner from outside the arc, and it's Bona with a rebound. Bona's got 4 rebounds in the game. George passes to Watford. Back to George. Over Green. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. And that's now 21 points for Paul George. Pass to Porter. And he's going for the oop here. And now the Sixers on the break. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Kevin Porter.
He has such a skilled scorer. When George is looking to attack, it puts pressure on the D.
Well, we're seeing a different version of him in this half, taking a more direct approach. He didn't have a single free throw in the first half.
Antetokounmpo with it. He's got 18. Goes up at the stripe. And Watford pulls it down. Watford's got 4 rebounds now. And that one is stuffed right through.
You know, Maxey's willing to play a secondary role, but he can also take charge when needed.
Here's Rollins. Maxey covering. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And that puts them just 1 foul from... the bonus.
Kyle Kuzma, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. All right, let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season. The 4th spot held by Milwaukee.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Back to Green. Kuzma outside. Lets it go from deep. He drops it from range. Kuzma's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And that is why this team loves having Kuzma. At 6'9", he can really stretch the floor.
George sets a screen. And the jam by George.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Pass to Green. Now Porter, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
76ers ball.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Tuesday, they head back home to host the Washington Wizards. Then on Thursday, they'll go up against Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And that game against Milwaukee, that's one to watch for. The 4th contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm really interested in how those teams match up this early in the season.
Anthony's checked in for Rollins. George, no good. The Bucks trail by 18. Now Anthony drills the baseline jumper. Anthony's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Working off the ball. Anthony looking comfortable from that spot.
Here's Maxey. And he throws it down with one hand.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Anthony with a bucket.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Now here's Grimes. He's guarded by Porter. Now here's Grimes. Kicks it to George. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. The Bucks making a switch here. Portis is checked in. The Bucks trail by 15. Left side Porter. Portis outside. On the wing, Kuzma. Back to Portis. Launches a 3. And Watford pulls it down. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. George drives in, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2, and they'll give that one to Miles Turner.
Yeah, on the drive, George's length is a gift, helping him get the shot off even with a foul.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Embiid, he's checked in for Bona, and it's Edgecombe in for Tyrese Maxey. Milwaukee has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Portis outside. The three-pointer off the mark. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Wizards. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. Here's Kuzma. And again, it's the Bucks missing. The Sixers lead by 16. Watford outside. Pass to Edgecombe. The 3 is up. Tips it up. Watford the pass to Embiid. Kicks it to George. And he gets it to go from the high post. George has got 28.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
Trent, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
14 foul. Now, into the left for your Bucks, number 5.
Pass to Portis. Anthony outside. Offline with a 3.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Anthony, the pass to Turner. No good with the triple.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Watford with a screen. George for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Inside, here's Portis. Lays it up and banks it in. Portis has got 9 points.
Yeah, when Portis gets the ball down there, he goes to work. Bobby has a nice blend of touch and size.
Embiid, a screen on Kuzma. To the middle. Tipped. Here we go, all alone. And he lays it up and in. Kuzma's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, great steal by Turner. Using his length and anticipation, he's disruptive at that end.
Nice shot by George.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
Here's Anthony. And George with some nice D. Outside Grimes. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Uses the glass on the layup. Grimes has got his second bucket on the night.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
76ers foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
15 foul.
That free throw, no good.
Gary Trent Jr.
Good on the second one. George feels it out a bit. Up in time. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is off. Line. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Taking a look at Philadelphia. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Trendon Watford is out there. Oh, he packs it down!
That is incredible. He's too strong. If you're going to hit Giannis, make him feel it.
Here's Maxey. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And we're seeing some younger teams really on the rise here. Any particular reason, Grant?
Well, you know, it's part of the natural order of things. Certain players will dominate, and when they age, there are always those young upstarts vying to take the lead.
Trent for three. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Edgecombe's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Bona. Back to Maxey. The shot, no good. Ooh, solid defense from Anthony. And here is Antetokounmpo. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Trendon Watford.
Well, Antetokounmpo is such a tough cover. Just dares the defense to foul him on the way out.
They're missing a chance to trim the lead by leaving points at the line.
And the second free throw is good. And it's the Sixers with the ball. Here's Maxey. Drives to the hoop. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Maxey's got 12 points in just the second half.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Pass to Anthony from the arc. And the Bucks miss again. Philadelphia leading by 22. They set the pick to the inside. Here's Grimes. Misses from close range. And so Anthony will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. Something the league has worked towards, seeing small market teams competing at a high level, Grant.
Yeah, this league isn't just for the big cities. Smart drafting and team development can make any organization elite. And of course, that's the beauty of it all.
Yeah, it looks like he hit the reset button at halftime. Not sure if it was a mechanical issue, but he's looked much more confident offensively.
Maxey against Anthony, and he goes in for the dunk.
He deked the defenders there, and they thought Maxey was going to dish to a big, but instead, he kept it and scored.
Pass to Anthony, puts up a three, good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got 9 assists now tonight. Maxey with a screen on Trent.
Yeah, right away in his career, it's been clear that Edgecombe has a physical presence that very few NBA rookies have.
And he drops the first. Green's checked in for Trent. And so he makes both from the line. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Maxey against Anthony. Outside, Green. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And the game plan for them should be simple. Keep getting it to Giannis. The Greek freak is on fire.
To the paint. Here's Edgecombe. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Antetokounmpo up top. Again, the Bucks. Good for 2.
His jump shots improve every season. Antetokounmpo's got a great rhythm on his quick release shots.
Edgecombe. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. Anthony outside. Well, Coach, the younger generation in the NBA just continues to get better and better.
Yeah, it's like anything, B.A. I mean, evolution is something that's real, right? People evolve and get better and build on the people ahead of them. You learn from the people ahead of you. The players watch guys as they grow up, and then they learn to do things. The next generation learns from them, and the skill level just continues to improve.
Kuzma, that's good. Philadelphia leading by 16. There's a screen. Down low. Here's Edgecombe. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Yeah, again, Edgecombe with a bucket. A glimpse into his potential. He's got serious promise.
Antetokounmpo, outside, Green. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo, and that one goes in. Antetokounmpo has got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him tonight. To the paint. The kick out to Maxey. And Portis comes to help. And it's Bona missing. Bucks trail by 15. Pass to Green. Now Portis. Anthony outside. Portis with a screen on Maxey. Three-pointer, Anthony. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Watford's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. To the middle. Pass to Bona. Philadelphia moving it around. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Edgecombe. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Kuzma. Grimes with a defensive effort. Philadelphia leading by 15. Here's Watford. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. And now let's take a second to present our player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.
And I'll tell you what, this was one easy pick for sure. From the start, he looked in total control for the entire game. It's incredible to see a player outperforming everyone else on the court.
Boy, it's not hard to be blown away by his level of play. It's never easy winning on the road, but to do it in this fashion, that's a special performance right there.
Hey, when you're as big as a guy like Turner, that's what you're supposed to do, attack in the painted area.
Here's George. Embiid, a screen on Green. Inside. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Giannis driving in. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Exploding to the cup. That's the burst in power of Giannis.
George passes to Embiid. Shoots over Turner. George outside. Pass to Embiid. Embiid, a screen on Green. George finds Embiid. Now Milwaukee moving it up. Here's Antetokounmpo. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter. Porter's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. George against Green. And Turner with the block.
Well, you see just how threatening Turner is. Any shot that comes within reach of him is in danger.
Here's Rollins. No good on the triple.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
George with it. Turner covering. Oh, got a piece of it. And Embiid throws it down.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. It's a 13-point game. From 12 feet, that one's good from Green. And the assist from Antetokounmpo. Green's got 5 points in the quarter.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And the Bucks pushing it up now. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
You want more of this from Porter Jr. When he's locked in on defense, he can pick your pocket.
Philadelphia leading by 9. Here's George. And he makes it. George has got 34 points.
There's the finesse element to his game, the soft finger roll.
Green fires, buries it from outside.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Green against George. Here's Edwards. Embiid with it. Let's loose for three. Old Green rips down the board. Embiid there for the rebound. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Here's Embiid. Oh, look out! Joel Embiid with a power jam.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
The shot is money.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
George, here he goes. Ooh, the shot misses. Bucks trail by 8. Antetokounmpo, left side. Porter outside. From deep. Oh, it's off.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Now Milwaukee moving it up. Antetokounmpo. Oh, he jammed it.
Well, this is what you want to see from Giannis. Your biggest stars stepping up in the biggest moments.
Philadelphia leading by 6. Now George. 58 seconds left in the final quarter. Puts up the tray. Cash from downtown.
They're capable of shooting 40% from deep for a season. Paul George is steady from downtown.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Green! The jumper is good. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Green. First personal foul. 13 foul.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so both free throws good, and it's a 9-point game here.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers.
Now Green. Porter outside. Jacks up a 3. Money from 3.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
And Edwards, here we go. Ooh, he leaves no question.
Assist goes to Paul George.
Antetokounmpo against Drummond. George driving in, jams it home. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean,
Make sure to get home safe.
Thanks so much.
All right, thanks, Allie. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant.